on to you Capricorns out here? Hope y'all are having a great day. So for you Capricorns, you have the Three of Wands. I'm using the Dragon Tarot today. The Three of Wands, the World, and then you have the Chariot. So a lot of Capricorn energy showing up in your own reading. A lot of the crab energy, right, showing up in the reading with the Chariot over here. And then like it is, I said before, right, you also have the transition card. That's what we're going to call it, transition card. So transition from one state to the next, right? Anyway, so what it is that I'm seeing here for you Capricorns is the Three of Wands, right? And the World represents expectation. Three of Wands represents a situation where it's much more, it's deeper than just only paying attention to what could potentially happen. It's expecting things to actually happen because you Capricorns really plan for it. So there's a sense of you Capricorns literally planning certain things, certain aspects of your life out. And you Capricorns are starting to see that some of those elements are coming into fruition, right? They're happening. And a lot of you Capricorns are very excited at the fact that they're happening. And now you feel like it's the opportune, perfect time for you to actually zero in on it. And what I mean when I say zero in on something, I mean focus on it. To actually develop a certain amount of tunnel vision. Not a lot, to the point where you just miss everything going on around you, right? That's not good. But I mean from the perspective of paying closer attention to what's going on in front of you, right? What's paying more attention to what are the possibilities, right? When I made this YouTube channel, you know, I already knew the possibilities. Truth be told, I already knew the possibilities. This is something that I wanted to do. I wanted to do something spiritual. I wanted to do something that was inexhaustible, something that, you know, will always be around, because I was thinking about what kind of content I wanted to make. And I didn't want it to just be only popular. It's real popular, but it's popular only with a particular show. Once the show is done, I have to basically, I'm spiraling out of control, right, so to speak, now, because I'm trying to find or to create content from it, right? Once the show stops, now it's like, okay, my content literally stops. And I understood something that I was good at. What was I good at? Spirituality, right? Understanding things that a lot of people couldn't decipher for themselves. That's what I was good at. And I've always been good at it, right? I used to be able to talk to spirits and stuff like this, ghosts and stuff like this when I was, you know, when I was a little one. And they would, and you know, they would tell me certain pieces of information about other people. I stopped communicating with that because I ain't want individuals to be haunting my house, right? Trying to get attention and stuff. Not that I have a problem with them per se. It's just that I can't deal with that. You know what I mean? I can't deal with the sudden movements, the wow. The point that I'm trying to make here with that is that, you know, I mean, you know, I had some pushback from family members in the regard of they didn't necessarily know how that was going to be. You know, I ain't going to go ahead and go in on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I love them. But at the same time, I always knew that it would work out. And it is, right? And then you have the transition card, and then you Capricorns have the Eight of Wands. So ironically, right, Scorpio energy, and Scorpio is the 8th zodiac sign if we're going clockwise, because you can go counterclockwise too in certain situations. But the point that I'm trying to make here with this is the 8 card. There's a definite sense of transformation, but things that needed to be transformed for you Capricorns, your mentality, how you think, things that needed to be transformed from the perspective of transformation, right? From the perspective of transformation, like needing to actually change the way that you think, but also change your surroundings, right? Not hanging out with knuckleheads, you know, big changes, just not doing a lot of the the dysfunctional stuff that you used to do, right? Because everybody does dysfunctional stuff. We are on a journey of not doing those things. So then you have the Queen of Wands, the Three of Swords, right? So these two cards right here for you represents how a lot of you are very much so in a situation where a lot of you pretty much a lot of you Capricorns pretty much yes, you know, it sucks to a certain extent because you have to give up on trying to, like, a lot of you Capricorns basically, like, because of the fact that your selection of how it is that you choose has gotten better, you know, you are learning how to actually let go of a couple of people. And that's just how it is, to be honest with you. That's just how it is, because you can't hang around everybody, you know? And I've talked about this, but I didn't really go into certain details on it. The more spiritual you become, the more you strive to get your stuff together, the more things actually start working for you, is the more difficult it's going to be to hang around knuckleheaded individuals. Because even on a literal level, right? But it goes up to a spiritual level. When I became more spiritually inclined, it got even more difficult for me to hang out with knuckleheads, because I would say things that would literally get people upset because they couldn't understand it, or they didn't want to hear what it is I had to say, or whatever the case may be, or whatever. And it would literally get them upset because I had said X, Y, and Z. So as a result of this, you know, this really put them in a situation, and I put myself in a situation where it's like, it's literally more difficult for me to hang out with them because of that fact. I can't hang out with these people like that. They getting upset over the spiritual things that I'm saying, but we're gonna have a difficult time because that's who I am now. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a person that doesn't have integrity. You literally caught me when I was 14 years old, as far as not caught like that, but I mean like caught from the perspective of, like, we literally started hanging out when I was 14. And if anybody who knows my story, they know that at 14 years old, 13 going on 14 years old, or whatever the case may be, you know, I'm developing my spirituality and stuff like this, right? You know, from 13 years old, that summer, right? That summer of 2005, because, you know, you go to back to classes in the fall time, or at the end of, in Virgo, right after Labor Day, right? Boom, my birthday is literally a couple of days or a few days, or like a week or some change prior to or before Labor Day, i.e. the next day you go back to school, because my birthday is on the 27th, August 27th. I'm a Virgo, right? So boom, literally that whole summer prior to, from what time we get out? We get out of June 24th, when I used to go to school, right? June 24th, or whatever the case may be, boom, that whole summer that I had spent, I was studying metaphysics and the higher sciences, right? The spiritual sciences and stuff like this, all of that. So the point that I'm trying to make here is, by the time we end up being cool, or whatever the case may be, I already had my integrity and everything like that ingrained. You feel what I'm saying? Because of the knowledge that I gained, I made a decision personally myself who I wanted to be and how I wanted to move and how I wanted to act. So it's not a matter of you telling me or trying to get me caught up on some stuff. But when it's like that, you dig what I'm saying? You and somebody else, you're going to have a difficult time. Y'all two are going to go ahead and bump heads, because they expect you to be as gangster or as hood as they are. But when you're not that, you see what I'm saying? People don't know they really don't, like, people from the hood really don't know how to deal with you unless they get off of that. You dig what I'm saying? Like, they really not going to know how to deal with you. You dig what I'm saying? Like, people from the neighborhood here who I know They still don't really know how to deal with me, but they know me. You feel what I'm saying? They know me. I've been here for a very long time, so they know. So the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups represents how, and the thing is that this is what I'm talking about. All those people that gave you Capricorns a hard time, they still don't know you. They still can't get along with you. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, they'll still hang around you because you Capricorns are working miracles. You Capricorns are working wonders. Y'all are putting y'all nose to the grindstone and y'all are working. You dig what I'm saying? This is what Capricorns do. And they want to be, again, everybody loves a winner. They want to hang around you. So it's up to you, Capricorns, at this point to tell them, yes, you'll accept them back, or no, they got to kick rocks and get out of here. So let's clarify the Six of Cups for you, Capricorns. You have the Eight of Wands, the Hermit, the High Priestess, the Hierophant, the Two of Pentacles. A lot of Virgo energy. A lot of Virgo energy. The Eight of Wands, the Hermit, and the High Priestess. The Hermit and the High Priestess both are Virgo. The Hierophant too is Virgo. Virgo and Taurus. No. Excuse me. Let me get this right. Taurus and Sagittarius. Excuse me, right? The High Priestess is Virgo and Taurus. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is, right, that a lot of you Capricorns, like I said, y'all are taking one kind of out of the Virgo page where it's like, no, you being by yourself, right? You picking up speed, so to speak. You're spiritually vibrating faster than a lot of other people, right? And what I mean by that is, let's take the hocus pocus out of it. What I mean by that is, you Capricorns are doing a lot better than other people, not just financially, but emotionally. So as a result of that, the Hierophant and the Two of Pentacles, it's almost like sacred standing next to you, right? Ironically, y'all represent the devil as far as the major arcana. But that's not, but it's irony, because it's like, that's the catch-22 in it. That's the irony in it. The fact that that's not who you are. You know, that's the projection that other people want to give you, especially now that you Capricorns are learning how to actually do better for yourselves, stuff like this. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And come through and get the readings. That way I can most definitely keep the channel going. Peace.